Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Surabhyay Namaha.
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 Mukam karoti vasaram pangum langayate girim. Yat kripa tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Yat kripa tamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to our morning bhagavatam class. Continuing chapter 8 of the first canto, chapter entitled Prayers by Queen Kunti. Yesterday we read text 42. Today is 43. Yes. So text 43 is actually the last prayer of Queen Kunti. Then Krishna will be responding. So let us hear the last prayer. Sri Krishna. We're not calling you. You might come in. Oh. Saka. Drishni. Dishabhanavi. Drug. Huh? Here it's written Drug. DHRUG. Hare Krishna. Driga. DHR. Yes. Oh, okay. I didn't. Yeah. Right. It was there a few seconds ago. Rajanya Vamsha Dahananapavarga Virya Govinda Go Dvija Surarti Haravatara Yogeshwara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Sri Krishna Krishna Saka Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug
Sri Krishna Saka Rishabhavani Drug
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vrishni Rishabhava Bhavani Drug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahana Napavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahana Navarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vrishni Rishabhavani Drog.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vishni Vasabhavani Dhruv.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahana Napavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahana Napavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vrishna Avani Bhavani Dhruv.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vishni Rishabhani Dhruv.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahana Napavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surasti Haravatara.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vishni Rishabhavani Drug.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dhanana Pavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Shri Krishna Krishna Saka Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Rajanna Vamsha Dahana Napavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsa Dhanana Napavarga Virya.
Govinda Godija Surarati Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surasti Haravatara.
Yogeshvara Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshvara Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Sri Krishna.
Sri Krishna.
O Sri Krishna.
O Sri Krishna.
Krishna Saka.
Krishna Saka.
O friend of Arjuna.
O friend of Arjuna.
Vrishni.
Vrishni.
O descendant of Vrishni.
O descendant of Vrishni.
O descendants of Vrishni.
O descendants of Vrishni.
Rishabha.
Rishabha.
O chief.
O chief.
Avani.
Avani.
The earth.
The earth.
Drug.
Druk.
Yeah, Druk.
Druk.
Rebellious.
Rebellious.
Rajanya Vamsha.
Rajanya Vamsha.
Dynasties of the kings.
Dynasties of the kings.
Dahana.
Dahana.
O annihilator.
O annihilator.
Anapavarga.
Anapavarga.
Without deterioration.
Without deterioration.
Without deterioration of.
Without deterioration of.
Virya. prowess,
prowess,
Govinda.
Govinda,
O proprietor of Goloka Dham,
O proprietor of Golokadham,
go
Go,
of the cows,
the cows,
Dvija,
Dvija,
the Brahmanas,
the Brahmanas,
Sura,
Sura,
the demigods,
the demigods,
Artihara,
Artihara,
to relieve distress,
to relieve distress,
Avatara,
Avatara,
O Lord who descends,
O Lord who descends,
Yoga Isvara,
Yogeshwara,
O Master of all mystic powers,
Master of all mystic power,
Akila,
Akhila,
universal,
universal,
Guru,
Guru,
O preceptor,
O preceptor,
Bhagavan,
Bhagavan,
O possessor of all opulences,
O possessor of all senses,
Namate,
Namaste,
respectful obeisances unto you.
respectful obeisances unto you.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vrishni, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of the transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer you my respectful obeisances. Kindly repeat after me. O Krishna,
O Krishna,
O friend of Arjuna,
O friend of Arjuna,
O king amongst the descendants of Vrishni,
O chief among the
you are the destroyer
you are the destroyer
of those political parties
of those political parties
which are disturbing elements
which are disturbing elements
on this earth.
on this earth.
Your prowess never deteriorates.
Your progress never deteriorates.
You are the proprietor
You are the proprietor
of the transcendental abode,
of the transcendental abode,
and you descend
and you descend
to relieve the distresses
to relieve the distresses
of the cows,
of the cows,
the brahmanas,
the brahmanas,
and the devotees.
and the devotees.
You possess all mystic powers,
You possess all mystic powers,
and you are the preceptor
and you are the preceptor
of the entire universe.
of the entire universe.
You are the Almighty God,
You are the Almighty God,
and I offer you
and I offer you
my respectful obeisances.
my respectful obeisances.
Purport. A summary of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is made herein by Srimati Kunti Devi. The Almighty Lord has His eternal transcendental abode, where He is engaged in keeping Surabhi cows. Haribol. Surabhi. He is served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. He descends on the material world to reclaim his devotees and to annihilate the disturbing elements in groups of political parties and kings who are supposed to be in charge of administration work. He creates, maintains, and annihilates by his unlimited energies and still He is always full with prowess and does not deteriorate in potency. The cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees of the Lord are all objects of his special attention because they are very important factors for the general welfare of living beings. Translation again. O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vrishni, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of the transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer you my respectful obeisances. The concluding prayer of Queen Kunti Devi, to which tomorrow Krishna will smile. Krishna is smiling not only tomorrow, he's smiling all the time.
We will see tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes. So very, very nicely worded concluding words of Queen Kunti Devi. As Prabhupada mentioned, she's summarizing some of the main attractive features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is a person. He chooses Arjuna as his very close, intimate friend, Krishna Saka, friend of Arjuna. Krishna Saka, one of so many names of Krishna. And he's connected, intimately connected with Vrishni dynasty, different dynasties. And being a person, he has feelings. And he especially nicely pointed out, which is a what we call recurring theme. What's a recurring theme? Something that comes again and again and again, right? Recurring theme. What's one of the recurring themes that that comes up in in the context of, at the end of the purport, Prabhupada mentions something that is very, very important for the well-being and the welfare of all living entities. Eh? Recurring theme. The cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. Krishna is especially concerned about because he has a very, it's like if you love somebody, then you become concerned about their welfare, isn't it? Parents have children, and they're naturally concerned about the welfare of their children. So we are all Krishna's children. But he's especially concerned about and gives special attention to those who are more dependent. Just like in a family, there might be many children, but one child is having some kind of impairment, some kind of difficulty and needs special attention, he's more dependent. Let's say somebody cannot walk or something, some kind of disease. So parents, they become more protective, more attentive, more caring. So the cows, they're innocent, totally dependent on the good care and attention that other people will give. Brahmanas also. Brahmanas are like, and devotees, uh, they are like children who are in this position of total dependency. Until and unless a child grows up to become a young adult, he's dependent, isn't it, on the maintenance and the welfare and the care and the affection. That's why in modern day society, so many broken families have resulted in not giving proper care and attention. So we call dysfunctional, isn't it? Psychologically dysfunctional people. So many, the percentage has increased immensely because both parents are not there, or sometimes not even one parent is there. People have become anat, uh, orphans. So Vedic culture is reminding us in so many different ways how there is that very special personality whose, as mentioned here, prowess never deteriorates. It's like, every day we get up, we're rested and we start doing so many things. Then after some time, we lose our energy. And so we have to replenish by taking food or by taking rest, isn't it? But Krishna, he does so many things, but he's constantly always uh, fully fresh. Uh, his shakti, his energy is unlimited because it is on the spiritual transcendental platform. Just like that devotee in the Chaitanya Lila, Vlakrishwara Pandit, who danced non-stop continuously for 72. That means what, 3 days? 4 days? 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. 3 days. Three times 24. Yeah. I mean,
You should try.
he definitely was on the transcendental platform. So yeah, when we function on the transcendental platform, then we it's a different realm. And Krishna is always on that transcendental platform. Janma karma chami divyam, his appearance, his activities, totally transcendental. And so it's a different realm. It's a different existence. It's a different reality. It's a different consciousness. And that is that is the level that we actually are meant to be situated on, and that is the level that by the practice of Krishna consciousness, any living entity has that opportunity to come to that platform of transcendence, and in particular, um, as very wonderfully expressed by Queen Kunti Devi in all of the prayers we've been hearing for the last 2 weeks practically. is glorifying and remembering and appreciating all of the different personal, we could say, activities, all of the personal care and attention that Krishna has given to them, even though they were put in so much of difficulties. So that's why Sridham Sarvabhutanam, Krishna, Bhoktaram Jagyatapasam Sarvaloka Mahesaram Suridam Sarvabhutanam Gyattamam Shantim Rishiti. Only one who has that understanding, only one who is actually on that level of transcendence, on that level of consciousness, can actually be peaceful, can be shanti, peaceful in mind, and therefore simply absorb himself in activities of devotional service. So this is, yeah, a reminder um, for all of us, personalities like Kunti Devi. She's always in that very exalted, elevated level of pure consciousness, always remembering and praying for the continued uh, um, protection of the Lord, and in this way nicely remembering Krishna, glorifying Krishna, um, and and uh, and she ends her prayers in this way by offering her respectful obeisances to the Lord. Yeah. So it's interesting how in her expressing in this way her very, 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 deep, profound feelings, which are totally on the level of, what we call vigyan, realized, realized knowledge. I mean, transcendental realization, that she is uh, making reference to Surabhi, Surabhi, Surabhi cow. Hey, uh, somebody did some. Okay. So yeah, because uh, that is the the main feature in Chintamani Dham, isn't it? Lord Brahma and the Brahma Samhita glorifies the abode of the Lord, Chintamani Dham, which is um, full of transcendental Surabhi cows who are being so, um, you know, personally cared for by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada explains how, it's like a king or a prime minister is a big person. Prabhupada was giving, I'm sure you've heard that nice example. Uh, somebody was going to meet, the the top person in some company, and then normally it's like, there's an office waiting room, and you have to generally, if you have an appointment, you give your name and like that, and there's a time. It's like if you go to an embassy, same thing also, like security and whatnot. So this person had come on time actually, and so he went to the desk, and they told him, please sit down. You know, the boss or whoever he's a little bit busy right now. So he was waiting and waiting and waiting. You heard that story, huh? No? He was waiting and waiting, and after some time, he says, he was wondering, what's that person doing? So the secretary had left the room for a few minutes, so there was nobody there. So he went to the room. He looked in the keyhole. He looked in the keyhole. What did he see in the keyhole? This big company person, He was on the floor, and his little child was riding on his back and going, get up, get up, get up. He's playing like horse riding. So Prabhupada tells that story to indicate that big people, they may be very big, but they enjoy these simple activities. So Krishna, he's the biggest. He's the there's no one more highly situated, more important, more famous, etc. than Krishna. But he especially enjoys these simple things, being with his cows, playing with his friends.
He carries Sudhama. Krishna carries Sudhama. Sudhama carries Krishna on
Yes,
shoulders and back.
yes, all those playful past. And Krishna, in other words, it's like people who work. What do they actually like to do? They don't like to work. They're looking for the weekend where they can go and play somewhere. Isn't it? So they have all these different parks and different places where people can, amusement parks and whatnot. So by nature, we nobody likes to work. By nature, we like to be just very natural, and we like to play. Actually, we like to to have nice, friendly relationship with friends and like that. And so that's what is being revealed actually when Krishna manifests, especially his Vrindavan Leela pastimes. Is Vrindavan Leela is highlighting actually this aspect that the Lord is especially. He's known as Bhakta Vatsala. He's very dear uh, to his bhaktas, to his devotees, and very, very close and intimate with his cows. So the cows, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana mentioned here, are one of the reasons, or many reasons, one of the important reasons why Krishna is so affectionate and so dear to his cows and brahmanas, because without cows and brahmanas in any society, uh, things cannot go properly. Both on the spiritual level, if you don't have brahmanas, means who will give spiritual transcendental knowledge, who have knowledge of the Vedas, who know what is the goal of life, etc. So without such um, personalities to guide humanity goes astray, which is the condition, which again and again is manifest, and therefore again and again, isn't it? The Lord has to come and make different arrangements. He's constantly making different arrangements, and also without the presence of the cows, because the brahmanas cannot properly execute their activities without cows, without the products of cows. And Mother Earth actually is not happy, and also cannot produce the natural um, fruits of the earth produce without the presence of cows. So that is in one sense like mysterious and not immediately obvious. Uh, we can only begin to understand the depth of what that means by uh, a purified consciousness. Actually, only those who are devotees, only those who are cultivating this knowledge can begin to understand and appreciate these. There are other prayers specifically who one doesn't come to mind right now, but it is making reference to uh, again to the cows, to demigods, to brahmanas and devotees in general. Those are so absolutely essential in any society to actually function properly. Mm. And it is especially the responsibilities of kshatriyas, of the leaders, to give protection, especially to those. Bhagavatam, first canto, actually also gives that list we read at different times. That in the Vedic culture, special attention, special protection is meant to be given to um, to brahmanas, to women, to children, to cows, to the elders. So this is culture um, when a nation or a country is um, giving um, special attention and giving proper protection to these most vulnerable living entities in society, then that country, that nation is can be considered as more advanced or more civilized. And obviously, the opposite is there as well. Any thoughts or questions on this?
So this is the last stage of Queen Kunti's ecstasy, which we can hear about. Maybe she have more, but
Yeah.
it's not explained, so we never know. And when we read other devotees' expression of their love, I feel like I am close out, because not so easy to understand the devotee's mind. They are expressing words, but the words have different meanings, different moods. I don't hear her, so I don't have access to her mood. And I see that verse of text after text, verse after verse, she's also uh, more and more, uh, or or she's coming on through different emotions, and she's praying to give up my attachment, and then she says, I want to have devotion like a Ganga's flow. So it shows that she's also expressing her love, but also is introspective.
Mm.
And she is not considering any social background. There she is with Krishna
Mm.
directly, very close, very deeply. So she's like a mad, like she, she's not controlled by social situations at that moment.
Right.
Krishna is living long time. Krishna is with them protecting. So I remember that Lord Chaitanya was dancing and chanting and singing a song to Lord Jagannath. Practically no one understood
Mm.
his mood and his way, only Swarup Damodar. But Rupa Goswami also understood that. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyala second chapter is very nice explanation why could Rupa Goswami understood that. And that shows for us, if you want to really love Krishna or devotees, you have to reach that level of Rupa Goswami's devotion, not just see and discuss with other devotees different topics, but see their mind.
Mm.
And that means very confidential, very confidential relationship.
Right.
For that we need to give up every motivation. Otherwise they will not open their mind.
Yeah.
Lord Chaitanya empowered Rupa Goswami because he was trusting Rupa Goswami. You will not disclose it to only for whom you need to, or you consider is worth for.
Yes.
So the source is the most valuable things, whatever in the heart.
Mm.
We don't give it to anyone who is not, valuing it.
Correct.
So
Yes.
here I see that um, we need the Acharya's help to explain that why King Kunti Devi is going on different names. What is going on in her mind? Why he's mentioning Sri Krishna, Krishna Saka, Vrishna? We can say separately what does it mean, this Sri Krishna, Krishna Saka. That's okay. That's a nice, how to say, um, dictionaries can do that. Or, of course, not normal dictionary because then you see what's Avani, and that's kind of different things in a different dictionary. So it's not really devotional understanding what is
The
Avani.
Vaishnava dictionary.
Yeah, Vaishnava dictionary. But I heard such classes when devotees studied the Acharya's explanations, and then they put different understanding of the different Acharyas who have different mood, and they explain what they understand from this verse, from these names, for example.
Yes.
Like we use Shri Krishna.
Yes.
So we say, yeah, the beautiful Krishna. But some Acharyas say that Shri Krishna is mean Radha Krishna. Because Shri is Radharani and Krishna never alone. And Shri is guiding, she is leading Krishna to different pastimes. So for Krishna, Shri Krishna, the name Shri Krishna reminds him
Radha and Krishna.
to his original pastimes with Radha Krishna and Vrindavan.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here could be that Shri Kunti Devi understand that what is the most attractive, most important for Krishna, what is in his mind, where he is desiring to go from that situation. And maybe she understood that he want to go back to Vrindavan.
Mm.
So long he is not. Yeah, Krishna says, I have to go to Dwaraka, I have to go to here and there, but maybe secretly he just want to go back to Vrindavan. That's Sri Krishna, Krishna Saka. So could be like not necessarily only Arjuna is the Saka of Krishna, but many Sakas is waiting for him,
Right.
long time. So maybe Kunti Devi understand the mind of Krishna, secret thought where he want to go. And in the Krishna Sangati, in Shiva Maharaj books, is explained that yes, in these situations, when Krishna goes out from some place, if there is a chance, he secretly goes to Vrindavan and visit for a few months, visit Vrindavan, and then he leaves and goes to Dwaraka, goes to whatever he has to go.
Right. Yeah.
So we can read these names if we try to understand Krishna's different moods. They mean different things,
Yes.
and then we feel more close to Krishna
Yes. Yes.
and for the devotees.
Correct. Yes. This is what acharyas, as you rightly mentioned, and in many ways, this was Srila Prabhupada's practice as well to help us deepen the understanding of what is being conveyed through the different uh, texts that we read in the Bhagavatam by sharing the different commentaries of Vaishnavacharyas who, because of their very high level of realization and being individuals and render or share different aspects of what is being conveyed here. It's always not so easy to understand the inner. Even somebody may say something, but we don't know what's behind all of that. Of course, yeah. So yes, um, that is as devotees how we are meant to try and further deepen both our understanding and appreciation of what is being conveyed here by such a great personality as Queen Kunti Devi.
Yeah, because Rupa Goswami understood the mind of Lord Chaitanya. He wrote the beautiful verses,
Yes,
and that verse was protected from destroyment because Lord Chaitanya, lit it apart.
yeah,
But before
yeah,
it was
yeah,
given to Lord Chaitanya, the other devotee just wrote it down secretly, and now we know what Rupa Goswami wrote.
correct. Yes,
So,
yes.
so these are the situations when we understand how important to follow Rupa Goswami
Yeah,
teaching
and
because it
yes,
helps us to get into that humble mood.
and in that context, actually, that lila that you're referring to of Srila Rupa Goswami being the only person besides Sarup Damodar to actually understand the the words of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Lord Chaitanya kind of mildly rebuked Rupa Goswami. How you could
Yeah.
how is it that you could understand my mind? And then he was like indirectly praising Rupa Goswami in front of so many of his very close associates, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, and and then one of the important messages was that actually uh, I don't know if it was Advaita Acharya or Nityananda Prabhu, that this Rupa Goswami, he could understand your mind because he received your special mercy. Swarup Damodar, yeah. So unless we attract Krishna, unless we attract Krishna's attention, then only then he'll be inclined to give his mercy to his devotees. Yeah. Yeah, Swarup Damodar, we've been reading in the we read from Chaitanya Charitamrita in the evening. He was practically like duplicate of Lord Chaitanya. You know, such learned and realized personality, and therefore it was only natural we were reading that section that when Lord Chaitanya, after traveling for some time, he had taken sannyas, went to Jagannath Puri, stayed for a short time, then went traveling. Then when he came back, then all great personalities came to be with him and to remain. And of course, Sarup Damodar, that's when Govinda came also, and other great personalities who were in so many different ways assisting Lord Chaitanya in his pastimes in Jagannath Puri. Yeah, those are very, very, very deep subject matters. But that is what we are meant to hear and to try and appreciate. Any other? Okay.
If Bharat Maharaj last time his life he affection with
Deer.
deer,
Yes.
he affection with calf. What happened?
Yes.
What happened with someone who is attached to a calf?
In last time in his life,
What happens if somebody is attached to a calf?
cow.
Cow.
To a cow?
Yeah.
He'll get the association of cow next life.
But cow is dear to Krishna.
Yes.
And
You know,
and
you
Brahmana.
remember.
See, there are many people who have cows, but they don't know the connection of cows with Krishna.
But if anyone this he this last time in his life cow is dear of Krishna.
Yes. So if somebody is doing some seva for a cow,
Yes,
then
yes.
so Krishna will definitely take that into consideration, even though somebody doesn't know Krishna. You see, our acharyas explain how by performing over many lifetimes different pious activities, then we accumulate, sukriti, sometimes agata sukriti without even knowing and understanding. And as that accumulates, then at some point we get opportunity to come in contact with devotees and with the devotional service. So, for example, somebody who doesn't know about Krishna but somehow likes cows and protects cows, then that is very pious activity, and in this way, by performing similar activities, one Krishna will make that type of arrangement that one will come in contact with devotees and develop slowly, gradually. Because to have affection for and to care for cows, even if we don't know about Krishna. I mean, there are many people who have cows, but they don't know Krishna. That is pious. That is in the mode of goodness, isn't it? To protect, especially cows, to protect any living entity is positive, is in the mode of goodness. But very often, we don't make the connection with Krishna. So gradually, as we make such perform such activities, Krishna will make arrangements that we come in contact. Yeah. Okay. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam.